Joining us this morning right now is Matt Spiro and Tom Smile. You might know Tom. He calls here and talks to us a lot and helps me with my gardening every year. Matthew, you are listed here as one of the contacts with Bob Best as for the 11th annual Conneaut Creek cleanup. So how long have you been involved with this?
I've been involved with the Friends of the Conneaut Creek for about 11 years.
Really?
Oh yeah, we've been going for a long time. Right now our group is not nearly as large as we would like it to be. It's just a handful of us at this time, but you know, the effort that is put forth to keep our watershed clean is
Right.
a lot of work.
So the cleanup's tomorrow. Tell us about the times, and you're looking for volunteers, I'm sure.
Yes, we are asking the public to come out and volunteer. We'll be meeting at the COYO ball fields on Center Street here in Conneaut. It's 8:30 a.m. We ask that everybody who shows up does sign a waiver. We will have some coffee and donuts available in the morning while we're getting everything together. We will be providing trash bags and gloves to hand out to the volunteers, and we'll designate certain areas along the creek that are in need of being cleaned up.
What do you, now you've done this for 11 years, so you've probably seen other kinds of stuff, but what people, and Tom and I were talking about this the other day, what are they doing? Throwing like cups, and you're picking up branches and all that stuff? What do you pick up?
Well, the natural debris from the limbs and trees
Right.
and stuff like that, no, we let nature run its course as far as that
Okay.
goes.
You're
We're
looking
looking
for-
at things that don't break down. You're looking at your just basically litter, you know,
Yeah.
aluminum,
Really?
steel,
Tires,
lots of
Tires.
monofilament fishing line.
Yep.
I mean, most of these people that, you know, they're not thinking what they're doing when they do it. They're just, you know, like, okay, your line gets tangled, you know, instead of putting it in your pocket, they'll just drop it, and then maybe they forget to pick it up. And,
Right.
you know, that's things that are a hazard to the watershed and
So
to its
Tom,
wildlife.
what you're doing is picking up after people that have used the creek since last year.
Yes, actually,
this time.
actually 2 years. Last year we had to cancel because of real bad weather. The creek was swollen, and we couldn't get down there. We were afraid.
You're gonna have a mess on your hands.
Yeah, we went on that side of caution there.
Right.
We didn't want kids coming down there possibly reaching too far for something and then falling in the creek.
Right,
And
right.
So we canceled it last year because of that. But
I guess I didn't realize that. It was canceled.
Yeah, that was a last minute decision,
Yeah.
but I feel it was the right thing to do.
Yes.
You know, like Tom said, we don't want to
Aaron,
put anybody in harm's way.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an event, and what I'd like to say to people is, you know, you come down, you're going to meet a lot of nice people. I mean, we have fun, don't we, Matt? We have a great time. It's not just, you know, yeah, you're picking up litter and so forth, but we have a great time down there. We kid around and, you know, joke and so forth, and so it's a good time. It's just like when we had Matt Crawford's cleanup, you know.
Right.
You meet a lot of nice people and you get together, and it's a betterment for the community.
I remember, Matt, when they started Friends of Conneaut Creek. Is this kind of with that organization, or is that a separate one?
It's with the Friends, yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
And it seemed to me at one time they had a lot of people that were.
We did, and you know, we had some people go their separate ways,
Yeah.
you know, or you get committed to various other things within the community.
Right,
It's
right.
hard to stay engaged with everything at once. So
Uh-huh.
right now, you know, I'm reaching out, trying to get people to come back in, and we want to keep this organization going. And it's truly beneficial for our community and the state, and it's something.
Conneaut Creek is a great place.
Absolutely.
I love Conneaut. I've fished
Absolutely.
in Conneaut Creek all my life, as Tom has as well.
Yep.
And yeah, it's a shame that people get a little reckless and leave that stuff behind.
And you know what else is a shame is the lack of support from local community members to come out and help us clean up.
Correct.
The majority of people that come out to these cleanups over the past several years have been a
Us.
group of individuals from out of the area. The Central Basin Steelheaders, they do a lot of fishing up here on the Conneaut Creek, and they're the biggest group that has come out year after year after year after year to support us.
Right.
You know, this
Yeah.
is our town, our community.
Yes.
Our people should be coming
Yes.
out and taking pride in what we have as well.
Do the Boy Scouts get involved? They used to.
Yes, yep. The Boy Scouts are involved. We've been encouraging them to come out and help clean up.
Yeah, yeah. Now I do know that you're also going to have lunch to feed these people after the event's over? I mean, after the cleanup.
Yeah, we'll meet back at COAO between 12:30 and 1, and we'll have lunch provided at that point. We'll also have beverages, water, pop. We're also going to be raffling off some prizes.
Really?
To include the shirt that I have on here, and some other things that I'm unaware of at this point. But I do know there is going to be other prizes there.
Yeah, okay. It sounds like it's going to be a good deal. Good. I'm glad to hear this because ever since I started at the News Herald many, many years ago, that was one of our goals, is to try to promote keeping the creek clean. And it's not ever going to be pristine, but certainly it's groups like yours that make it a lot better than it has been at times. You know? And like Tom said, this is 2 years, so you might have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It's 2 years, and we've had 2 bad winters the past couple of winters,
Yeah.
and that pushes a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It brings everything out of the
Nooks and
watershed, right?
All the nooks and crannies.
It looks like a good day to do this.
Yeah, it looks like a good
it's gonna
day.
be beautiful weather.
I haven't
Absolutely.
got the update since 5:30 this morning, but I
That'll
think
help.
it's supposed to be close to 70.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'll help.
And the more people that come, the easier the job is.
Right.
That's right.
Because the more hands you have, it goes quicker, and it's just a really good time. I can't express that enough. It is fun. And we encourage people from Conneaut to come down, because, especially like the businesses, because Conneaut Creek is their asset. All these people that come down and fish Conneaut Creek, come see the eagles. There's otters in Conneaut Creek. There's beaver in Conneaut Creek. I mean, this is one of the state's designated wild and scenic rivers, and this is an asset to them. So they should be involved in it also. And I push that out to you businesses and restaurant owners, that you should really become involved in helping us do this.
Wasn't it you that told me a couple years ago over there by Keefus Road, I think it was, there was a nest of, was it otters?
No, porcupines.
Porcupines, yeah, that's
And not
right.
a nest. There's a few individuals doing damage down on Camp Pete.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
So it's
they're new to our area.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've only seen one, and that was over in Pennsylvania.
Really?
Yeah, we got hit by a car.
They're new to our area, and you can actually see with the teeth marks. I mean, they're
Oh, they got,
like a beaver.
yeah, they're like a beaver.
Yeah, they live on bark just like beavers do.
Yeah, they nod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, what are you going to, for the volunteers, what should they wear tomorrow?
Like we have in the flyer here, we ask that you wear a sturdy shoe, steel-toed if you have them. Not necessarily going to have people in the water. I would definitely not say,
Encouraging
hey,
it,
you're
no.
going to be out in the middle of the creek. It's basically going to be done on the sides, along the banks. So, but you do want to wear something waterproof. There is, I'm sure, going to be mud holes in water, standing water. So.
Yeah.
Stuff you might have to walk through to get to,
Exactly.
another spot that might.
It mentions long pants.
It does. So I do encourage long pants. In years past, we've done it a couple of weeks later into May, so by that time you have more vegetation growing up on the floor. This year
Right.
we don't have a whole lot of that, but you still have some shrubs and brush that you're going to be walking against. The insects really aren't too bad right now. Tomorrow's probably the biggest hazard's going to be the sun.
Yeah.
Something else I encourage is long white socks. Many times you've talked about Lyme disease
Right,
and ticks.
ticks.
White socks make it easy if you should have, come in contact with them,
Right.
which we're hoping nobody does. But
Right,
if you do, then you have white socks, and they're easy to spot then.
right, good idea. Probably a hat, and probably some sunscreen, because like you say, Matt, it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, which I'm loving it.
Yes.
You know.
It's a good family thing, too.
Right, I was just going to say, make
whole
it a-
day.
Make it a family affair.
Yeah, you get some
Absolutely.
donuts and coffee when you get there.
You get lunch.
And the lunch around 12:30 or so, whenever they get done with the cleanup. And believe me, they do need help, because it's been 2 years since they've been down here because of bad weather last year. That's not going to be the case tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful day. Like Tom said, have fun with it.
Have fun with it. Enjoy
Yeah,
yourself.
right.
Yeah.
We encourage people to come out. As a family thing, you come out down the creek, you're going to see things, you've never seen before, and if Matt's around or I'm around, you can ask us questions about the creek and Bob Best,
Yeah.
and we can identify things for you, you're going to learn something too.
Have you ever seen any otters down there?
I've not seen any otter. I know they're in the watershed further up the stream and
Yeah.
so forth. And in
How
fact,
about beavers?
I have seen beaver. I've seen beaver down there, you know, where the slip is at. You know,
Yeah.
you go, and there's that little bend right there.
Yeah.
I was fishing one day and there was just one sitting on the bank, and I mean, people were fishing. It was on the north side, so people couldn't get to it because that's dock company property.
Right, right.
But it was just sitting there bathing in the sun, and it didn't care about the people that were moving around.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
I'll be darned.
And you're going to see eagles. You'll see ospreys.
I've seen a lot. I was telling Steve that I've seen a lot of eagles in this
Oh
area.
yes, it's becoming a bird heaven up around here. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many different things, and things are coming back. The Division of Wildlife's trying to transplant snowshoe hare into the area, and you know, as of right now, not in this spot, but I mean, there are in Ashenville County snowshoe hare, and like we were talking about porcupines and so forth. So I mean, it's, you know, you come down, it's educational,
Sure.
it's fun. It's a good civic project for any groups out there that would like to join us down there, and I think it's a good time and it's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. And Matt, who's been involved with this since, I guess the beginning of it.
Yeah.
The 11th year basically is what it is, and I'm going to have Matt go over again what you should wear if you're going to come out down there, because you want to protect yourself, especially from the sun, from the bugs. I don't know if there'll be that many bugs, but you want to dress so that you don't expose your bare skin to plants and things like that. Go ahead.
So again, yeah, sturdy soled shoe, boots if you have them, rubber boots would be recommended. I'm sure first thing in the morning it is going to be a little bit chilly, so I would
Yeah.
dress them with layers. You know, maybe wear a long sleeve shirt to begin with, but maybe you could take it off and go down to a t-shirt as things warm
Right.
up throughout the day. Long pants, definitely highly encourage those. Sunscreen if you got it, please don that, and that's about
White
it.
socks, as Tom said.
Yeah, I mean, the chances of them getting, like, you know, a bug like that is very slim, but why take the chance?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, that's just standard. That's, you know, do it, because we have ticks in this area. As a matter of fact, Dr. Curry has told us that we are #1 on the list. Conneaut's #1 on the list for ticks and that sort of stuff. So why not be preventive?
Yeah, absolutely.
And take
Always
care
be
of that.
preventative.
So, Tom, you're going to be planting the old plants today, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to transplant some seedlings into the smaller cup things, and then I'm going to undo my figs. My figs are coming out of hibernation today,
Oh boy.
and because I'm predicting it's just like a woodchuck. You see your first fig plant, you know it's spring.
So we're looking at it. Yeah, that's good.
I know you've been very, very active in gardening for many, many years, and this guy has helped me out so many things with educational things, because I always ask him questions and stuff. And last year, he brought me over some garlic bulbs to plant, and it was like in the early part of November, so I was a little bit late getting them in, so I didn't think they were going to take. Well, suddenly this spring, they have popped up. Not all of them, but I'll have about 20 plants that I did not have before.
Yes, you will.
And that'll get Michelle and I through the summer anyway. And then I'll hit up Tom when he. But I thank you for that. And
No problem.
now, if people want to be involved more on Matt, do they have to call in, just show up?
Yeah, just show up. Again, we'll be down there. I'll be down there probably closer to 8, trying to get everything set up and ready to go. So
Right.
by 8:30, we're moving along and not wasting a whole lot of time.
Good.
Bob will be down there. I'll be down
Bob
there.
Best, Tom will be there, Matt.
Yeah. And we encourage other people to join in Friends of Conneaut Creek too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we don't want and I'm going to lay it on the line here. We don't want the same people having to do it every year. I mean, we need help. So if you can spare an hour or 2 or 3,
Yes. Good point.
you know,
Good point.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to stay there the whole
That's
day.
right.
if
Good
you got
point.
something else to do, you know,
Right.
just throw in some help. Maybe if it's only an hour, they certainly would appreciate it. You can get a lot done in an
Yeah,
hour.
That's right.
And
Good
many
point.
hands make load of work.
That's
That's
right.
How
Good
true.
point.
How
Yeah,
true.
yeah. Well, I want to wish you boys luck, and I appreciate what you do for our beautiful resource down there. I think it's
And
absolutely
it is.
beautiful. You know, so thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
All
for
right,
having me on.
Matt. Thank you, Tommy.
Thanks.
Take care.